Hi guys, today we'll go over a very important topic, which is the beauty of being self-conscious. And this was inspired by a book that I'm reading. It's called 12 Rules for Life, and specifically chapter 2, which is treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. And he goes through Jordan Peterson. He goes through a variety of topics under this specific chapter, from Adam and Eve, the story of Adam and Eve, which I didn't know because I was brought up as a Buddhist person, and this story comes under a different religion. And yeah, so basically, humans, or Adam and Eve, they got self conscious after eating the forbidden fruit, which basically made them self aware and then gave them godlike vision, which is basically, if you believe in that story, what we have now. It's a part of God's powers, seeing into the future, knowing good from bad, and all of that. I highly recommend this book. I can't stress enough. This book is amazing. So let's go for this. He goes through the logic of us humans caring for someone else more than we care about ourselves, and specifically animals. As we all know, you are either a dog person, cat person, or one of them weird snake people. I'm kidding. It's not weird, but who, to each their own, right? Yeah, to each their own. So he goes through this concept where we care for people or pets that we love more than we care for ourselves, especially pets, because we know that they are not self aware. We know that they're not conscious enough to know good from bad. And they do kill things, they do eat things, and that's because it's just in their nature to do so. It's not because they're evil, it's because they are hungry. But humans, on the other hand, we know the good from bad, we know what's evil, we know what's not, because we know the consequences to our actions. We know if we do something, someone else is gonna feel good. If we do something bad, we know someone else is gonna feel bad. So we know the good from bad, but animals, they do not. And that's one of the main reasons that we care about we care about pets, especially because we know that they do not have the power to know what's right from wrong. We don't from what's right and wrong, basically. To expand on this, we know that as humans, we care for other people, especially, let's say it's our friends, it's someone we like, someone we're in love with. We care about them more than we care about us. So when they're sick or whenever they're going through something, we're always there for them. But when it comes to us, let's say we did something stupid, like let's say you are a constant gym goer and you cheat on your meal once. You are literally gonna drag yourself down so much. You're gonna be like, "Oh, why do you do this? You're such a bitch," all that stuff. You're gonna have so much negative self talk. Whereas if it was someone else that we know and care for, let's say they're a person who works out healthily, goes to the gym regularly, and all that stuff, but then they cheat on their meals once in a while, we're gonna be like, "Oh, that's okay, man. It's natural. We all crave for something." And we try to make them feel okay. But then if it was us, we would literally have so much negative self talk. So in this chapter of the book, literally, so in this chapter of the book, Jordan Peterson, he goes on about why it is the way that it is. And to be honest, we all know that we care about other people more than we care about ourselves. And that's primarily because we lack respect for ourselves. And that is a bad thing, because self respect is one of the most fundamental things that you have to have. Because if you have self respect, you're gonna do the things that are good for you. You would do it regardless of how much you hate it, how much you don't want to do it. You would still do it. For example, let's say you were sick. You would, skip out on the medications once or twice, but then if it was someone that you loved, let's say it was your dog, you would make sure that they would get the medicine on time, all 3 times during the day, and you would ensure that would happen no matter what. But then if it was you would probably skip that. So having self-respect is basically loving yourself. It sounds kind of sus, but okay, let's not do that. So having self-respect or self-love is fundamental for you, because then you would literally do what is necessary for you to put you in a better place or better circumstance or better, what's the word, situation. And Jordan Peterson, he makes sure to tell us or help us understand that if we were to take care of if we were to take care of ourselves properly, we would have to respect ourselves first. And I've done a video on basically self-respect. You can feel free to check it out. And it is vital. It is an absolute necessity for you to respect yourself, because otherwise, well, you would be bending over back for other people. You would not put yourself first. You would not do things that are good for you. And, it's a continuous downward spiral. So, to continue with this topic, which is the beauty of being self-conscious, being self-aware. The truth is, we know our flaws more than anyone else. We know what we're good at, we know what we're not good at, we know our fundamental flaws, we know everything that's wrong with us, we know everything that's good within us. And that's because we as humans spend most of the time with ourselves, and it's easy for us to let the bad things come out, or let the bad things take control of something. So, for example, let's say you are self aware of how you look or your body, the way you look. The truth is, especially this is something a lot of gym goers can relate to. We work hard a lot, but we don't think, we don't think that we look good, or we don't like our physique, or we find fault with literally anything. But if someone else was to assess us, they would be, they would look at us and be like, "Oh my god, you have a very nice physique. You look good. What more do you want?" But in our point of view, we're like, "Oh god, why do I look like that?" That's literally so true when it comes to a lot of gym goers. That's because we don't see the beauty within us, because we spend way too much time on our own, and we know everything about ourselves. And when other people see us, they only see the good in us. So they mostly see the good in us. They see, they see the good aspects, as in they see that you're good looking, they see that you're tall, they see that you drive a nice car, and they have respect for it. That's because they don't know the flaws. And it's easy for you to know all your flaws and, be, I would say, demotivated or feel ashamed. But you don't have to, because we all individually have our own problems. We don't care about what others are doing, because literally, when was the last time you cared about someone else doing something? And for us, when we do something, like, let's say you want to start your own YouTube channel, you want to start recording videos at the gym, it is scary, because you would feel like people are judging you, you would feel like people are always looking at you in a negative way. But the truth is, no one cares. Like, literally, no one cares. Because people are busy doing whatever they are onto, They don't have time for you. They literally don't care about you. So you don't have to care about other people's opinions. You don't have to be self-aware or self-conscious about the bad things about you. Rather, just ignore all of that, because no one else cares about you. So that's the beauty of it. No one cares about you. So if you are gonna fuck up, no one cares if you fuck up. They would say something for one, even if they say something, they'll, say the most meaningless shit, and then they would move on with your life. So it's unfair for you to sit and dwell on that. So just, they said something, fucking shake it off and move on, because they don't care about you. And it's unfair for you to sit and dwell on that and, hold yourself back, which is, it's just stupid. Literally, don't care about what other people think. Don't care about, literally, everyone has their bad thing, You don't notice that in people, and whatever flows that you have, people don't notice that because they don't know you enough, or they literally don't care. They don't see that as a flow. So stop holding yourself back, and yeah, just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, man. If it's good and you know it's good for you, you know that it's gonna produce a positive result. Keep doing that, man. And I'm gonna read this part. Jordan Peterson says, "We deserve some self-respect. You deserve some self-respect. You are important to other people as much as you are to yourself. You have some vital role to play in the unfolding destiny of the world. You are therefore morally obligated to take care of yourself. You should take care of, help, and be good to yourself the same way you would take care of, help, and be good to someone you loved and valued. You may therefore have to conduct yourself habitually in a manner that allows you some respect for your own being, and fair enough." So he says the fact that you have to conduct yourself in a habitual manner that allows you some respect for your own being. He basically is saying you should do things which you know are good for you. You know you would feel proud of doing. Like, let's say it's eating clean, hitting the gym, doing anything meaningful, even though you don't want to do it, you do it, you're going to feel good. So conduct yourself. Act in a way that is your best self. You know, we all have a version of us who is literally better than us. Like, he's like the good version. Like, if I'm Dinuk, I got Dinuk, regular me, and then the best version of me. I know that the best version of me acts in a certain way. So your goal is literally to keep up with that person, the perfect version of you, the ideal, whatever it is, literally the perfect version of you. So your goal is to keep up with that person. Do the things that he would do. Do the things that she would do. He or she. Do the things that the best version of you would do. And let's say if it's working out in the morning, you don't want to wake up at 4:30 and hit the gym, but then you know the best version of yourself does it. So even though it's gonna suck, you have to do it because that's the perfect version of you. That's the best version of yourself. So try to live up to that. Always aim for that ideal, that best version of yourself. And it is hard. It is hard to keep up, but this is something that I say about many things. But if it was easy, everyone would do it. So yeah, strive for the best version of yourself. Perfect sentence, which helps to question yourself in this book. It says, "You need to consider the future and think, what might my life look like if I was caring for myself properly?" And he brings up this question in a way which is focus around work, focus around your health, your body, your mind, your knowledge, literally everything. He's basically asking you, what would you become if you were living up to that best version of yourself? And it's easy for us to be, self-conscious about whatever it is, the way we look, the way we talk, the way we walk. Fuck it, anything really. It's very easy for us to be, dragging ourselves down. And that's why you should take care of yourself like you would take care of someone you love. Or you would talk to yourself the way you would talk to someone you love. Because it's very easy for us to be hard on ourselves. And personally, I can relate a lot to that. It's easy for me to drag myself down. But if I was to treat myself with respect, if I was to, act in the best way, act in the best way, as in act in the manner that the ideal version of myself or the best version of myself would act, I would be. I know where it would be, I'm not going to share it here, but if it was you, where would you be? You would literally be an amazing, amazing person. As in, who knows? You might be the next Elon Musk. Fuck that. You could be the next Jeff Bezos. Doesn't matter what it is, you would be something or someone great. So I'm just gonna leave it there. And yeah, the whole point of this YouTube channel is I started with trading, but I wasn't very profitable, so I didn't want to teach people that teach people something that I wasn't really good at, but self improvement, taking care of yourself, trying to be better, you know, trying to be, yeah, the goal is try to be 1% better than who you were yesterday. And I've done that for a while, and I think I have a lot to bring out in people, and especially when I talk to people, I can see that we just connect. People who are on self improvement and me, we just connect really easily, and that's something that I can share on my part, which people might find helpful. So that's why I do all of this. So yeah, I will leave it there. I literally, if you are watching this, I don't have many watches or many viewers, but if you are watching this, that means that you are properly dedicated, man. That's amazing. I really hope the best for you, and yeah, I will see you up there. Top 1%, man. Have a good one. See ya.